I've been procrastinating making a Love Island video, even though I really wanted to ever since the season began. But after seeing episode 13, I knew I had to talk about it. As you can tell from my voice, I'm sick, so I hope you don't mind and try to ignore it. But let me know in the comments if you find my voice, if it sounds husky and sexy. Before we jump into the video, please like and subscribe, and let me know all your thoughts on this video and on this season so far in the comments below. The episode starts off with a recap of the last episode, where Zach and Cade, they went to the hideaway and they had sex. And can I just say, Zach is such a weirdo. Like, I was rooting for him when I first saw him because he's super hot, but in the recent episodes, he's been displaying some shady behaviors. Like putting the idea in Bryce's head that Trinity doesn't reciprocate Bryce's feelings, even though she'll be there gushing about him to all the girls. Another thing was his bombshell related comments to Keda. Like, what do you mean you sleep with a girl and then joke about exploring other girls when they come? Like, call me sensitive, whatever, but that was weird. Old flames. Melanie and Sincere had a chat in the speakeasy where they admitted to still having feelings for each other. But to be honest, with how he's been moving recently, I'm surprised Sincere didn't try to kiss Melanie. Kenzie and Corbin have been talking and kissing and blah blah blah. I don't really care. I don't like either of them. I'm waiting for both of them to get dumped. Anaya and Casey. There's drama in this couple. And let me not lie, I don't fully see what the issue is. Because they'll be having a conversation where they express a certain point. But when they're telling other people about the drama, or talking in the confessional, they'll say something else. So maybe it's just the editing or something, but then... But I didn't like seeing those guys argue because they're one of my favorite couples. Now let's move on to episode 13. The episode starts off with Anaya and Casey coming from the argument and going to talk to some of their friends. Anaya is talking to Trinity and Casey is talking to Bryce and Zach. Why is Zach even there? He's just going to put negative thoughts in Casey's head and Bryce is just going to agree with him because that's his man. Have you seen that meme someone made of Zach? And literally, because he's really a devil on someone's shoulder. And I fear he's reminding me of Luca Bish from Love Island UK season 8. If you know, you know. But if you don't, I'll tell you. Luca would act all buddy-buddy with the girls all season. But then the second Kasamo happened, he basically shoved the boys into the other girls' arms, or staying loyal to his connection back in the villa. And one of the guys, dummy, called him out on it and he got so defensive and stuff. And it was but it's true. But then the way he was acting, you'd think he accused him of killing someone or something. But yeah, Zach is reminding me of Luca. But yeah, we'll see if it ever gets brought up for Zach. I'll skip some of the parts so I can talk about the juiciest bits. And speaking of bits, people were getting down in the bedroom. The kisses here, kisses there, kisses everywhere, and whatever Jen and Gabe did. In the last episode, Kenzie was talking about how she would be upset if Corbin explored Melanie, but she's actively exploring Corbin and Caleb. And then she said something along the lines of how people should be allowed to explore, and it's girl. So yeah, chats. Kenzie completely getting the meaning of 2030 wrong, while gaslighting Caleb into thinking he's the one who's wrong, and then chats. Kenzie completely getting the meaning of white noise wrong, while gaslighting Corbin now into thinking that he's the one who's wrong, and then Trinity gets a text. There's a recoupling. But there's a twist. You have to write a letter to the person that you want to couple up with. If the person you wrote a letter to doesn't write you one back, then you'll be left single. Nighttime comes, Ariana looks amazing, and it's now time for the recoupling. And it wouldn't be Love Island without a gimmick, so they have each islander stand next to a mailbox with their name on it. Boys on one side, girls on the other side, facing their partner. And I won't lie, these letters had me smiling as if they were for me, and some even made me tear up. Leave your guesses on whose letters I teared up for in the comments. The recoupling. We start with the couples who we already know are gonna choose each other. And so Trinity and Bryce, Jen and Gabe, Anaya and Casey, and Cade and Zach are still in their couples. Now for the drama. Kenzie opens her mailbox and finds 2 letters. One from Caleb and one from Corbin. They pan to Melanie's face and I start to get scared because I thought maybe Melanie wrote Corbin a letter, but thank goodness she didn't. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Caleb opens his mailbox and it's empty, meaning he's single, and he goes to sit down and eat his face. I felt so bad for him. Corbin opens his mailbox and finds a letter from Ken's. Since they wrote a letter to each other, they are now in the couple again. Which leaves us with 3 islanders: Melanie, Sincere, and So. Sincere opens his mailbox and finds 2 letters, one from each girl on his side. Ariana tells So to open her mailbox and it's empty, and I gasped. I would have gasped even if it was Melanie's. If Melanie's mailbox was empty. But So's face. I felt so bad for my girl. She's now single and then she goes to sit down. Melanie opens her mailbox and finds a letter, and it's of course from Sincere. This means that they're a couple again. America gets to vote for their favorite couple, and they can't wait to see the results. And by the time that this video gets uploaded, the episode would have been out, and the results would have already been out, so everyone will know who's with who and stuff. But then if the results are anything from what I've seen on TikTok, then I have a pretty good idea of who's going home. That's it for this video. Like this video and then check out my other videos. Also, please subscribe because I'll make videos on the upcoming episodes, and because it would be cool if you joined my 1 million times 0 plus 5 subscribers. Bye.